human. Play, Damjat, human.
Hello again, my lovelies. Pirate Scum Gaming here. And today we are going to be taking a look at the second installment in my Can It Tank series. And for this round, I chose the Breen Rezreth Dreadnaut Cruiser. This was the winter event ship from 2015. And no, your eyes do not deceive you, ladies and gentlemen. This is a flying space lobster. Thus the name of this ship. Why Not Zoidberg? And you can thank Stu1701 for that. He came up with the name of this ship, and I loved it instantly. So thank Stu1701 for the name of this ship. I turn a lot of heads with this ship wherever I go with it. So I've had this for a while. I've flown it on and off as my main. I enjoy flying it. Like I said, it turns a lot of heads wherever it goes. And, one day I got to looking at it and I asked myself, do you think this thing can tank? Well, I answered that question to myself. But I'm going to leave that judgment up to you fine folks. So let's go ahead and dive into this. Alright, as you can see, I have not changed very much with my overall build here. I did change out the Delphic dual beam bank for a Baul anti-proton dual beam bank for the extra added Baul anti-proton refraction, and a little bit extra damage. But other than that, not much has changed. Still using the Disco 3-piece. Over that real quick for those who are not aware of it. Okay, the 2-piece is nothing is lost forever. Plus 120% hull regeneration. This is important, especially for tanking. And also, the 3-piece, Mycelial Lightning. This is extra good at getting aggro. You'll see when I enter combat, little lightning bolts shooting all over the place. That's Mycelial Lightning going off, getting aggro, and pissing off everything on the map. Which is the tank's job. Tank's job is to piss off everything on the map, get its attention so that your DPSers can do their thing. Still using the competitive engine for the speed boost on using tack abilities. Consoles have not changed. It's the same consoles I always run. Again, I am using the Disruptive Topological Matrix console from the Borg Juggernaut. I liked how this worked when I did the Borg Juggernaut, and I liked it again when I used this ship, so I'm probably going to keep this on all my tank builds. And the thing that's different about this ship is this one has a hangar bay, which means I can use the Elite Alliance Fighter Squadrons. These guys do a hell of a lot of damage, and they stack up. Focused Assault 3 that they all have stacks up to about 240% on whatever target they're hitting. So that's all that extra damage for your DPSers. However, if you'd like a little more in-depth explanation and discussion of these guys, go ahead and take a look at Augmented Dictator Games. He has a very, very fine build video with these and also discussion about these. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit the like button, smash that subscribe button like it owes you money, and ring the bell. That way you know when Augie drops more of his awesome content. He puts a lot of work into them, and I know he appreciates it. Alright, so let's go take a look at my skills. Overall skills have not changed, still the same skill tree I have been using. And if you want to take a screenshot, now's the time to pause the video and do so before we move on. Okay, enough of that. Same specializations for tanking, Miracle Worker Strategist. Traits have changed a little bit. I added in Repair Crews for a little extra damage resistance and repairs. Also, I have changed out for Superior Area Denial to buff my pets. Space Reputation has not changed, same as before, as is the Active Space Reputation. Bridge Officer stations are a little bit different on this ship. They give us a Lieutenant Commander command for this one. So that limits you just a little bit as far as what you can do with tanking. You are able to slot Suppression Barrage 1, so that is helpful. Unfortunately, there's not really much else place you can put for Overwhelm Emitters. So pretty much you can only use Suppression Barrage 1 on this unless you're willing to sacrifice Chemicide and put a Fall 1 in here, and then you can put Overwhelm Emitters here. But that's up to you. As for me, this is the setup I decided to use. It did perform very well for me. As you can see, I have a lot of uncon procs. I have 1, 2, 3. I have 6 unconventional system procs for this. So that's good. It keeps my universal consoles up pretty much all the time. That's not a bad thing. That is not a bad thing at all. Let's take a look at duty officers. Same duty officers as before. Emergency con hologram for the evasive maneuver. Emergency power to engines cooldown reduction. 2 projectile weapon officers for crit chance and crit severity buff. And 3 Adaku cons for the stacking threat generation from attack pattern delta. Overall, this is a pretty cool and unique looking ship. There's really no other ship in game that looks like it. So let's go ahead and do a quick visual review of this. This ridiculous looking thing. Yeah, this thing is absolutely ridiculous looking. But you know what? It grows on you after a while. It really does. There's no other ship in game that quite looks like this. Which makes it unique. You know, just because something's different doesn't mean it's bad. And as you will see in the upcoming ISE, this tank build does its job, and it does its job admirably. So let's go ahead and get on with that ISE and give this ship a real good test of its mettle. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Welcome back from the ISE portion, friends. That was a hell of a good run. Very competitive, as you can see. I am, of course, at James Bryce. Joining me in this run was my very good friend and fellow content creator at Mikey213, also known as Mad Dog Mikey Games over on YouTube. And if you haven't done so already, hit the like button, smash that subscribe button like it owes you money, and ring the bell. That way you guys know when Mikey drops more of his awesome content. He is also a streamer over on Twitch. Mad Dog Mikey Games. Check him out. Give him a follow. Tell him Pirate Scum Gaming sent you. Also along for the ride was at Input End, another good friend. Very well done, my friend. Very well. Also, Lord Ice. Great job as well. Great job. And last but certainly not least, Tail End, clocking in at just about 173k. Excellent job, my friends. Excellent job. And now to answer the question, can it tank? Total damage in, 87%. Total attacks in, just under 85%. The answer is yes. The Breen Rezreth Dreadnaut cruiser can tank like a champ. I was not disappointed with its performance. This ship did extremely, extremely well. These numbers do not lie. So let's go ahead and take a little bit closer look at the actual player combat status. Okay, total damage, just about 32k. Not bad, not bad. Total damage in, 4.4k. That's good numbers. I like seeing that. Let's take a look at the actual damage out numbers here. All right, my max one hit was 137.3k. So let's see if we can figure out what did that. Here it is. Chain web projection. Just eked out my dark matter quantum spread by just a little bit. So that was my max one hit. This web does incredible amounts of damage. And if you want to fly a tank and you don't have this console, hopefully it's going to get added to the mud store soon. But if you do have this console and you're not using it, you are underserving yourself. Get it, use it, love it. Let's take a look at some of my other numbers here. Ball anti-proton array, very good. I like these numbers. Yeah, as a tank, you're not looking to do incredible amounts of DPS. You're there to soak up damage and to keep all the NPCs distracted from the DPSers so they can go in and blow the living shit out of everything. Let's go and take a look at my pets here, see how well they did. Oh, and here's the Mycelial Lightning from the Disco 3-piece. Clocked in at just under 68k. All right, Elite. Here they are, Elite Fighter Squadrons. DPS, 5k, 5k, 4k, just about 5k, 4.5k. These guys were slackers. These guys were really slackers. So yeah, these Elite Fighter Squadrons, they do a lot of DPS. I am not disappointed with that. So yeah, yes, this ship can tank. And if you have this ship sitting around your dry dock, gathering dust, and you want to get into tanking, hey, break it out, arm it up, take it out for a spin. You won't be disappointed. This ship is an excellent tank. It's very hardy. It gets the job done. And as these numbers show you, this thing takes aggro like a champion. So with that being said, this has been Pirate Scum Gaming signing off. And like we always say around here, don't go by the book, think like a pirate. And I'll catch you next time for part 3.
Like all Starfleet, you talk and you talk, but you have no gramba.